Most people think you need a gym to get healthy. They spend money on memberships, they buy expensive equipment, they follow complicated workout plans. But what if the most powerful thing you can do for your body is something you already know how to do? Walking. Just walking. 10,000 steps a day. And what it does to your body, the science will genuinely shock you. Stay with me for the next 15 minutes, because by the end of this video, you will never look at a simple walk the same way again. Section 2. The origin. Here's something most people don't know. The 10,000 steps goal was not invented by scientists. It was invented by a Japanese marketing campaign. In 1965, a company was selling a pedometer. They called it Manpokai. It was a product name, not a medical recommendation. So does that mean 10,000 steps is useless? Absolutely not, because decades later, scientists actually studied it. Proper clinical trials, real data, and the results were extraordinary. In a 2019 study from Harvard Medical School followed over 16,000 women. Women who walked just 4,400 steps a day had a 41% lower risk of dying early compared to women who walked fewer than 2,700 steps, 41%, just from walking.
Ow.
Now imagine what 10,000 steps does.
Ow.
Let's find out. Section 3. Your heart. And let's start with the most important organ in your body, your heart. Every time you walk, your heart beats faster. It works harder, just like any muscle. The more you train it, the stronger it gets. Show. Heart size comparison. Sedentary versus active person. A 2020 study in the European Heart Journal found that people who walked 10,000 steps daily reduced their risk of heart disease by up to 35%. Show giant text. 35% lower heart disease risk. 35%. That is not a small number. That is life-changing. Walking also lowers your blood pressure. It reduces LDL cholesterol, the bad kind. It improves blood circulation to every single organ in your body. Clean artery versus blocked artery animation. Think of your arteries like water pipes. When you're sedentary, plaque builds up inside, the pipe gets narrower. Blood struggles to flow, your heart strains harder to push blood through. But when you walk regularly, your body keeps those pipes clean. Blood flows freely. Your heart doesn't have to work as hard. And that means a longer, healthier life. Section 4. Your brain. Now, here's the part most people never talk about. Walking doesn't just change your body, it physically changes your brain. A landmark study published in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences found that walking increased the size of the hippocampus. What is the hippocampus? It's the memory center of your brain, the part responsible for learning, focus, and remembering. People who walked regularly showed a 2% increase in hippocampus size, while sedentary people saw it shrink by 1.4%. That means walking literally protects your brain from aging. But it goes even deeper. When you walk, your brain releases powerful chemicals, endorphins, serotonin, dopamine, and BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor. Scientists actually call BDNF miracle grow for the brain. It grows new brain cells, literally. This is why daily walkers report better focus, sharper memory, clearer thinking, lower rates of depression, lower rates of anxiety. A study from the University of Michigan found that a 90-minute walk in nature reduced activity in the brain's worry center by a measurable amount. Walking is nature's antidepressant, and it's completely free. Section 5. Fat loss and metabolism. Now, let's talk about the question everyone is asking. Does walking 10,000 steps actually help you lose weight? Yes, and here's exactly how. 10,000 steps burns approximately 300 to 500 calories per day, depending on your weight, speed, and terrain. That adds up to 2,100 to 3,500 calories per week. 3,500 calories equals roughly 1 pound of fat. So consistent daily walking alone can result in losing 1 pound of fat per week without changing your diet. But here's what makes it even more powerful. Walking increases your basal metabolic rate. Your BMR is the number of calories your body burns at rest. Walking trains your body to burn more calories, even when you're sleeping, even when you're sitting, even when you're doing absolutely nothing. A 2021 study in the journal Obesity found that people who walked 10,000 steps daily for 6 months lost significant amounts of visceral fat. Visceral fat is the most dangerous fat. It doesn't sit under your skin. It wraps around your organs, your liver, your kidneys, your intestines. It causes chronic inflammation. It raises your diabetes risk. It dramatically increases risk of heart attack. Walking targets visceral fat directly and melts it away over time. Section 6. Muscles, bones, and joints. And many people think walking is too easy to make a difference physically. They think you need to lift heavy weights, run hard, push yourself to exhaustion. They're wrong. Walking activates over 200 muscles in your body, like your calves, your hamstrings, your core stabilizers, your back muscles, all engaged, all working, with every single step, and your bones. Walking makes them denser and stronger. Walking is a weight-bearing exercise. Every step places controlled stress on your bones. Your body responds by building more bone mass. A study from the American Journal of Medicine found that women who walked 30 minutes a day had significantly higher bone density and a dramatically lower risk of hip fractures. Hip fractures in older adults are extremely dangerous. They are one of the leading causes of disability and death in people over 70. Walking helps prevent them. Now, what about joint pain? Many people say, walking hurts my knees. Let me clear this up with science. Cartilage has no direct blood supply. It gets its nutrients through movement. When you walk, cartilage compresses and absorbs fluid like a sponge. This keeps it healthy, flexible, and cushioned. Multiple studies show that regular walkers have less arthritis pain, not more. Movement is medicine. Section 7. Blood sugar and diabetes. This section could literally save your life. Type 2 diabetes is one of the fastest growing diseases on the planet. Over 500 million people currently have it. Hundreds of millions more are pre-diabetic. Most of them don't even know it. Here's what normally happens when you eat. Your blood sugar rises. Your pancreas releases insulin. Insulin tells your cells to absorb glucose for energy. But when you're sedentary for too long, your cells stop responding to insulin. This is called insulin resistance. It leads directly to type 2 diabetes. Now here is where walking becomes extraordinary. When you walk, your muscles contract. Contracting muscles absorb glucose directly from your blood, without needing insulin at all. Walking literally bypasses the broken insulin system. A landmark study in diabetes care found that 3 15-minute walks after meals were more effective at controlling blood sugar than one single 45-minute walk in the morning. So walking after every meal is one of the most powerful health habits you can build. For people already diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, regular walking has been shown to significantly reduce HbA1c levels. Some patients were able to reduce their medication. Walking is literally medicine for your blood sugar. Section 8. Sleep. Here's a benefit almost nobody talks about. Walking dramatically improves your sleep. And this matters more than most people realize. Poor sleep causes weight gain. Poor sleep weakens your immune system. Poor sleep spikes your cortisol, your stress hormone. Poor sleep accelerates aging. Walking fixes all of this. Walking, especially outdoors in the morning, exposes your eyes to natural daylight. This resets your circadian rhythm, your internal body clock. Your brain registers. This is daytime, time to be awake and active. So when night comes, your brain releases melatonin earlier. You feel tired at the right time. You fall asleep faster. You stay asleep longer. You wake up actually rested. A study in the Sleep Health Journal found that people who increased their daily steps slept an average of 29 extra minutes per night, reported dramatically higher sleep quality. 29 extra minutes of deep quality sleep every single night, just from walking. Section 9. Your immune system. Your immune system is your body's army, and walking makes that army stronger. Here's how. When you walk, your body increases production of white blood cells. These are the soldiers of your immune system. They hunt down viruses. They destroy bacteria. They eliminate abnormal cells before they become cancer. A study from the British Journal of Sports Medicine followed 1,000 adults during flu season. People who walked at least 20 minutes a day, 5 days a week, had 43% fewer sick days than sedentary people. 43%. That's nearly half. When walkers did get sick, their symptoms were milder. Their recovery was faster. Walking also reduces chronic inflammation in the body. Chronic inflammation is the root cause of most modern diseases. Heart disease, cancer, Alzheimer's, arthritis, depression. Daily walking fights all of them at once. Section 10. Aging and longevity. Now let's talk about the big one. How long you live, and more importantly, how well you live. Scientists can now measure biological aging using something called telomeres. Telomeres are the protective caps at the end of your DNA. Think of them like the plastic tips on your shoelaces. Every time your cells divide, telomeres get a little shorter. When they get too short, cells stop working properly. This is what we call aging. A study published in the Archives of Internal Medicine found that people who exercised regularly, including walking, had telomeres that were biologically 9 years younger than sedentary people of the same age. 9 years. Just from consistent movement. In a massive 2022 study that tracked over 78,000 adults found that people who walked 10,000 steps a day had a 51% lower risk of dying from cardiovascular disease, a 67% lower risk of dying from cancer, and significantly lower all-cause mortality, 51% lower cardiovascular death risk, 67% lower cancer death risk. These are not small numbers. These are life and death numbers. And they all come from something as simple as walking. Section 11. How to actually do I? Okay, you now know the science, but knowing is not enough. Let's talk about how to actually make this happen, because most people try to go from 2,000 steps to 10,000 overnight and quit within a week. Start with your current average. Add just 1,000 steps per week. Week 1, aim for 4,000. Week 2, aim for 5,000. Week 3, aim for 6,000. Keep going until you hit 10,000. Your body adapts. It gets easier, I promise. Now here are the best ways to add steps without even thinking about it. Take the stairs. Every time. Park at the far end of the car park. Walk during phone calls. Take a 10-minute walk after every meal. Walk to the local shop instead of driving. Set an hourly reminder to get up and move. Use a step tracker. Doesn't need to be expensive. Your phone already has one built in. Seeing your progress every day is one of the most powerful motivators in the world. And if you can walk outside in nature, even better. Sunlight, fresh air, and green spaces multiply every single benefit we've talked about today. Section 12. The close. Let's bring this all together. 10,000 steps a day strengthens your heart by up to 35%, grows new brain cells, and fights depression. It burns up to 500 calories and targets dangerous visceral fat, strengthens 200 muscles and increases bone density, controls blood sugar and fights diabetes. It gives you 29 extra minutes of quality sleep every night. It reduces sick days by 43%, makes your DNA biologically 9 years younger, and it cuts your risk of dying from cancer and heart disease in half. All of this from walking. Something you were born knowing how to do. You don't need a gym. You don't need equipment. You don't need money. You just need to start. So here's your challenge, starting today. Walk 10,000 steps. Comment below how many steps you're currently doing. I want to know where you're starting from. And if this video gave you value, hit the like button. Subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Because next week, we're going to talk about what happens to your body when you do this every morning for 30 days. I'll see you there. Now, go take a walk.